son, this beat is lit.
Another Major League Entertainment production.
Damn, son. Damn, son. Damn, son.
Wake up world. You are now tuned in to BKL Sessions.
Jesus.
I am your host, Eric Magnus. And today, man, I've been waiting a long time for this episode here.
Who you tell me?
I got a brother with me, man. He talking about OGs in the rap game, OGs, you know what I'm saying, just all around, period, that keep it real with what they say, with everything they say and everything they do. You know what I'm saying? He's been my comrade for well over a decade, man, almost going into 20 years, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, without further ado, I want to say, hey, welcome, Joe Danger, man. What's happening?
It's been a long,
what's going on, man?
long time coming.
Man, good to see you, man.
Oh, man, good to be here.
You know, man, we did.
Good to be
you
here.
know, we the last of the Mohicans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We are the last of the Mohicans, man. You know, they
all
don't
the way around.
They don't make our kind no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man,
No, not at all.
Man,
Shit, hell, there's niggas on no matter what spectrum you put it on. Well, you could say national, local, independent, national, independent. You know, a lot of niggas ain't doing what we doing, niggas. So when you say that, like, that's a real statement.
yeah, you know,
That's a real statement.
You know, not doing what we are doing or have done. You know,
Right.
And man, I didn't jump into a whole nother arena now. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
and
Yes, sir.
you know, it was that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, man. But like I said, I'm glad you're here. And man, this is a forum. I've created this forum so artists can get on here, artists, entrepreneurs, whoever, so they can get on here and, say what they need to say without it being any filter.
That's what I love.
It damn show ain't scripted.
Right.
You say whatever the hell you gonna say. It ain't gonna be
Right.
cut or nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You
Right.
go say how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I want. That's the feel I want for this podcast. I want anybody to be able to say whatever they feel like saying or even doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man. So man, what's going on, man? Tell me some, man. Like I said, it's been a while, so man, we gotta get up to speed on some things.
Oh we. So, for those who ain't knowing, you know what I'm saying? I've been around for a grip. You know what I mean? You talk about underground, I've always been underground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So started out with my crew, Wartime Entertainment. You know what I mean?
Peace to wartime.
Peace to wartime for sure. Cause best believe we gonna bring it all back full circle. But I'm ending where I began.
Okay.
Period. So started out there, and this was in the 90s. You know what I mean? We were still in the 90s.
Okay.
They released their records. A lot of things should have happened. Unfortunately, they didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And so I started on my journey. And some of the same things happened to me. A lot of things should have happened that didn't happen. I was in group Out of Nowhere.
Okay. Yeah.
We did. We put out what I would call
You and Roddy Rod, right?
Yeah. We did like a little test album, I call it. You know what I mean? Because initially, Out of Nowhere was me and my boy Nightmare, Mr. West 28th, God rest the dead. You know what I'm saying? but he got involved in a lot of street life and what have you. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of, the streets took over the music. So
Like how it often does.
yeah, you know. So I got with Rod. He was under Wartime. He came under Wartime later. I was in Wartime in the beginning. He came later. And Chris, who's he started the whole shit. He started LLC. He did all that. Him and OG Deadly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the GDs out there. You know what I'm saying? Hell's Kitchen. You know.
Yep.
Y'all know him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, they really didn't have time to mold them the way how they wanted to.
Yeah.
And I had been hearing his name for a couple years. Like, my other niggas, they were talking about, yeah, we need to get his track to Roddy Rod. You know what I'm saying? Let him make up, do these hooks, because he was good with hooks and concepts. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. Y'all keep talking this shit.
They kept on co-signing. They kept on co-signing for him, putting it in your ear like they were trying to burn the shit in your brain.
Right. I'm like, man, I don't know who the fuck this is. So, we had a showcase we was doing, and you know how it is with these janky ass promoters. It was supposed to be the Wartime show, you know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be for the album, album release. And it was supposed to be MJG and 8 Ball on our shit.
Ball and G?
Yeah. Man, niggas paid all this money. They did all the shit they had to do, man. They fucked us over, nigga. We heard this shit on the radio while we rolling down. I was in the car with Chris and Dale, nigga.
Yeah.
Period. And I remember when the commercial came on, nigga, they ain't say nothing about Wartime, nigga.
And I know that shit had to make Chris's blood boil.
Nigga, who you telling me? It made all our blood boil.
I know it did.
Nigga, they played us so tough, they put us upstairs. 8 Ball MJG was downstairs. Nigga.
What venue was y'all at?
Man, what's the shit? It's what's that shit called, man? It's down. It was something like, yeah, it was a number like 600 or something. It was some shit where it was fucked up, man, because
venues.
It was across the street from the old Millennium.
Oh, okay. Wait, that sounds. I know what you're talking about.
Right, I can't think of the name of it. It was across the street from there, nigga. They played us fucking tough that night, nigga.
Wow.
And whoever y'all niggas is, if y'all watching, y'all some hoe ass niggas for that shit. That shit was some hoe ass shit, nigga. Y'all some hoes. Fuck y'all. But anyways, nigga, you know, I'm gonna say what I got.
Yeah, man. That's what it's here for.
Right,
that's what it's here for.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
Who gonna do anything about it?
Nobody.
They haven't been able to do shit about me for 25 fucking years. What's 25 more?
Right. So, we down there, man, and I remember before we was getting together, we was down. I'm talking about, this is how hood it is. Then we in the heart of the hood, nigga. My nigga Vaughn, he lived behind White Castle on Superior, nigga. Oh, you already know, nigga. We in the heart of the hood, nigga. We all gathering up. You know what I mean? It's niggas who done came into the clique that wasn't in the clique before. So I'm meeting all the, the YGs, the BGs, and all that. And I finally meet Roddy Rod. So we chop it up. You know what I'm saying? We go down there, man. Like I said, they played the fuck out of y'all some hoe ass niggas. But yeah, they played the fuck out of us, man. So me and him, we exchanged connects, and I was telling him what I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, man, I mean, like I said, they had a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And my nigga Deadly, he was getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put too much of the gangster business out there.
Yeah,
but that was going down. So it was kind of like at a standstill. And me, I'm like a shark, nigga. I gotta keep moving, nigga. I can't, stand stagnant, nigga, you die, nigga. So I had to
Right.
keep moving.
Right.
So I didn't want to leave wartime, but I had to do something. You feel me? And heard about this nigga, so me and him started chopping it and shit. And initially, I was doing this album. The other founder of Wartime, I'm sorry, not Wartime, Out of Nowhere, Nightmare, Ulysses Baker, Alan Ulysses Baker, Mr. West 28th, you know what I'm saying? You want to call him. He was getting out of jail. He, like I said, he went into that street life. I was trying to bring him back. That was my brother. I was trying to bring him back. I just couldn't. You know what I'm saying? And so when it came down to that,
Yeah.
when it came down to that, you know, I just couldn't. So initially, Roddy Rod was gonna be like, he was gonna be like what Snoop was to the Chronic. He was gonna be on that bitch, you know what I'm saying, all through there.
Right.
And then I was eventually gonna do his album.
Yeah.
But when that shit fell through, I was like, shit. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't know how to rap then. I sucked. That's why I stopped rapping for a lot of years. And I went to producing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, initially we all go into it, we want to be the greatest.
Right.
I have a good mindset. I'm like, nigga, I'm not about to be the greatest. Nigga, I don't know this. I don't know these techniques.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't good. I admitted that to
Man,
I wasn't good.
Yeah, and I know what that's like because I
You know what I'm saying?
wasn't always what I was.
Yeah.
You know? Everybody sucked at one point. I don't care who you was. You didn't just pop out the womb being good at this shit. You didn't. You
Right.
didn't, man. I remember,
Right.
man.
Right.
And you no, you don't. No, you're not born with that.
Right.
You're not.
Right. And I was bad for a long time. Like, it took a lot of trial and error. I was bad for a long time. I fucking suck. Period. Point blank.
See, won't nobody admit that. See, that's right there. You know, it takes a big person to admit that.
Right.
You
Right.
know, I mean,
Right.
come on now. Even though we all know that's
Exactly.
you know
Exactly.
what it is. You know,
Exactly.
so yeah.
Exactly. So I got with dude, you know what I'm saying, we connected, and you know, I told him like, hey, look, I might need you. I might need you. I need you to step up. My partner, he back in the streets. He's not about to do it. I'd already booked the fucking time. I booked the time. And we was recording, shout out to Paycheck Brothers for the Struggle. We
Yes,
was
sir.
recording in Mugshot Studios. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I booked this time. I need you to come through. I need you to step it up. It was only a week away. He did some shit, and you know, that's one trade-off I always give him is I knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to execute it. And I don't know why, but it clicked off. Watched him do what he did in the booth. I'm like, okay. Now, on the artist tip, I'm going to go ahead and try and do that. I did that. Executed it well.
Okay.
We was knocking out 2-3 songs a session. One taking it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like. That's
And to
what
this
I'm
day, you know, I do that on a regular 1-2 takes.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like I said, I don't. Even now, I feel uncomfortable saying, you know, oh yeah, I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, especially when I went into production. But
Right.
I know how to do it.
Right, exactly. I
You
know
know
how
what
to,
I'm
I'm
saying?
not. I'm not a rapper, but I know how to do the shit.
Exactly.
And that's and that's like after a while after I found my niche and mastered it as far as I wanted to master it.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people like you a dope. I say I'm a rapper. I haven't been that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people I say I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist. I make songs. I'm a music. I make songs. I don't just rap. So
Right.
it's like it's not. No, rappers. That's a whole different area right there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Being a rapper does not take the I ain't gonna say it don't take the least. It takes the least amount of thought. But what I'm saying is it's not something that's really trivial.
Exactly. So We did that. We dropped an underground album. You know, like I said, it was more like a test project because I needed to see if we could work. Like this was done on just on a humble, and it worked.
That's
Worked
one of the
good.
best. That's one of the best works come. Honestly,
I believe that. Yeah. I believe that.
that's one of the best works come.
Yeah. So we did that, and I'm like, okay, let's step it up and make an actual album. And we did that. We did some videos for it. We did some promotion. We did a statewide tour that went very well, you know, for us. Because I had always had this motto. Like, you know, at the time, I haven't done shows in a long time. I am going to do one, a showcase on the 27th of November.
Where is
In
this?
It's in Columbus.
Oh, you going to see Bus? Okay, cool. That's
That's
what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's gonna be my first joint, and I don't know
Columbus.
how long.
I love Columbus.
Yeah, but you know, my whole thing was I never cared about winning or any of that. When I know we were good was not. It wasn't because we won. Because the people that went there, they went there specifically for somebody. You know what I mean? That somebody is they people. But I just remember always they would put us in the room far away. The main stage was here. We'd be here. People would leave the main stage
And go
to us. And I knew what time it was. I'm like, okay.
You knew you hit pay dirt.
Right. I'm like, we are the better act. That's all I cared about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And you ain't necessarily got to win to be the better act.
Absolutely not. Look, we can take it back to what was that? Star Search. Where's the motherfucker that beat Destiny's Child? Where's the motherfuckers that beat Britney Spears and them?
Right. They never like where they at?
Yeah.
They never they never pushed the envelope beyond that.
Right. That'd be their only claim to fame. So I never
so what?
Exactly. So I never worried about none of that. You know what I mean? I always worried about the networking, the connects, and just doing what I do. You know what I mean? And yeah, we were good for a long time, man. And then, you know, other issues come about. You know what I mean? People have things in their personal lives.
Life gets in the way.
Yeah, and you know, unfortunately, it imploded. You know what I'm saying? Like it just.
Lord knows I know all about implosion.
Right, and from there, it was like I got remarried. You know what I'm saying? I've been married, divorced twice. I was in my second marriage, and you know, it was a point where I'm like, well, I'm raising 4 kids, got a wife. I'm not mad at what I've done. I wasn't even thinking about records at that time. Period. I really wasn't. And, you know, the marriage started going crazy. You know, you was there for a lot of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
And what ended up happening was the music, even before it just died, the marriage died out, the music was slightly coming back to me. And initially it came back to me in a way where it was like, okay, I want to do something, but where I'm at with myself, I'm not just going to make a record just to make a record. You know what I mean? It has to be a purpose behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. Right. So initially, I was like, well, I want to put the state, I want to put the city on. You know, more importantly, the state, the whole OHT.
You want to represent properly.
Right. You know, and I'm not being funny, but, you know, it's crazy. on one hand, it's like I feel like I don't want to be the one to do it, but I don't see too many cats that are the ones to do it themselves. On not because of lack of talent, but it's always I'm the city's this. I'm the everybody wants to be the king of this. They want to own us, but you don't even have the knowledge of this area enough. You know what I'm saying? You've lived here. That's all you've done. You've lived here. You don't know enough about what you do and your craft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like when you look at down south took all that shit that y'all ignore. You know what I'm saying? They took the shit that niggas said that they was whack for.
Right.
We talk country as fuck. We make this type of shit. And nigga, we embracing that shit, and now y'all embrace it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every coast does that. The East Coast did it. Nigga, Chicago did it.
Right.
And that's when I remember when Chicago and Ohio was on the same level. And I remember seeing Chicago say, all right, Cleveland, all right, Ohio, we gonna see y'all. We going here.
Right.
And right now, 2020, we still here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how to embrace that shit. Y'all know how to embrace the fact that, yeah, nigga, we like to fucking line dance, nigga. Do some shit with that.
Right. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, we got one person to do it, my man Big Mooch. You know what I'm saying? And he done took the shit worldwide.
Yeah.
Peace to Big Mooch.
Most
Peace
deaf.
to Big Mooch.
Most deaf.
Line Dance King. We talking
Hell
71 North. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Man, he took that shit.
Absolutely.
Man. He got motherfucking stars
Yeah.
line dancing to his shit.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. Why is it that when you go to barbershops and you talk around here, these niggas act like they ain't knowing. Because they don't even understand. Like, nigga, this is us. This is us. This is what we do. We have clubs, but we don't have like a club scene. We're not Atlanta. So we make this bar type music.
Right.
Embrace that shit. Do that shit. And be unapologetic with it.
Exactly.
Say, yeah, nigga, fuck you, nigga. This
Right.
us, nigga.
Right.
This what we do. Period, nigga. We in the East Coast, we in the West Coast, we in down south.
We too busy trying to ride other people's
We
waves.
riding trends.
And that's we've been known for that. We've been known for that for so long.
And the sad part is, I remember when we was pioneers.
Man, yeah.
I remember when we was pioneers. So imagine niggas like us. They remember when we was pioneers.
Yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, it was hard trying to make an album for the OH10, and then the egos that came into it,
Yeah.
you got a person to get a write-up in the Scene magazine.
Oh man, they think they done made it.
Right, and they act like I need to make several calls to even get to them. Like, nigga, you don't do much. I know you don't do much. I congratulate you on that. But like, come on, like, what are you talking about? So I end up chalking the project, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna figure out where I can do my beats at. I'm trying to get out to Cali or whatever, and I do a lot of YouTube surfing. You know what I'm saying? I was on YouTube one day, man, and I don't know. I can't even exactly remember how I came up with it. I don't know if I just somewhat popped it in and just put in the rest, but it was a top 50 most gangsta albums.
Okay.
And it was the albums that I fuck with. Like, if I brought down I still have a CD book. Believe me, I still have
Me
it.
too.
And it was the majority of shit that was in there, and it went beyond the Death Row shit. It was like the Relatives, it was Seagram, it was Kill Kill, Caution, Sibo, all the extra real niggas that really influenced. Lil Half Dead, BG Knockout, Dre. I'ma stop. Cause I could go on and on. We could do a whole thing of that, just me listing these motherfuckers down. It was, Cool G Rap, like, nigga, all the G's. And I just remember, like, that's what made me do this. That was the memoir to my life. That's what made me do this. Like, I didn't give a fuck about top 100 record sales. You know, a lot of those records, maybe even at that time, sold 15 and 20,000. But who gives a fuck?
Right.
I know the impact of those records. I know the impact of South Central Cartel.
Yeah.
All them niggas, Gangsta Team, all that. I know all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nigga, this is what I did it for. And I'm gonna make a record by myself to show what I did this for. This is my memoir. Because I came up in a time where rap was life for me. Period. It's not, I can't say it is anymore, but rap was life for me. I woke up thinking about this shit. When I thought about it, I didn't think about gold chains or jewelry, and I thought about rap.
Yeah.
Period. It was life. It was everything.
That it is. You know what I'm saying? It's the life, it's the lifeblood. For
Yeah.
those that really embrace it and you know, and appreciate it, you know, and you know, the ones that truly, you know, eat, sleep, and breathe it.
Yeah. 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 And I just said to myself, like, I gotta do a record like that. So, and I ain't gonna lie, the hardest part about doing my record was it was times where I had to step away.
Yeah.
Because, especially once my record started shaping up, and I'm just like, shit, this is better than what I thought it was. And then I'm thinking, I'm overthinking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, hold on. I didn't
you-
do this to make...
Right. You don't want to make a hot ass mess.
Right.
You don't want to make a hot ass
Right.
mess.
Right. And I'm like, okay, I didn't do this to make factory made singles and all that. So I had to step away from myself several times and just say, okay, I'm back to what I do. And my whole focus was just flat fucking rate. Like, make good music, do what you have to do for those songs to make those songs good. Do whatever you have to do for the betterment of this album. Period.
Yep.
Period. I wasn't thinking about, well, what can I make that, people, when they walk through Walmart or Target, they could hear and it'd be, just no. I could never do this type of project under a label.
Nah, it would not see the light of day.
Ever.
It would not see the light. It would not see the light of day. And not only would it not see the light of day, they'd have stopped at midpoint.
Exactly.
They'd have stopped it.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'm happy where I'm at, and that's just what it is at the end of the day. And I know a lot of people that aren't. You know what I mean? I've been around industry people. You know what I'm saying? Hell,
So
Wartime has had industry connects, and I've seen where that shit can go. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna mention names on here, but I remember I was messing with an A&R on one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
During the Out of Nowhere days. And I just remember me and him, we never got along. He was one of those, he was like, you guys don't have any love songs, you guys don't have any this, that, you know what I mean? But it was a couple things I learned from him. And one thing he said that was real, he was like, it's not just about trying to get in the industry. If you get in the industry, do you have what it takes to be there? Because here's the thing. We talk about a lot of artists who are good, who suck, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But do you realize that a lot of people you talk about that suck and all that, they don't suck. It took something for them to get in the industry, period.
Yeah.
But see, the industry is a machine. It's not creative.
No.
It's a machine. So they get in there, and the industry wants them, boom, boom, produce. Produce when we say so. As an artist, you deal from a creative standpoint. Like, you have to be inspired.
Yeah.
You have to have things that make you want to do this. Like, even during the course of this project, it was a whole year where I just didn't do any music. Period. I didn't talk to my boy John, none of that. You know, well, I talked to him, but we didn't go in the studio at all. Period. It just wasn't in me. You know what I'm saying? And once I got back, it was awesome. But thing is, when you in the industry, it's not about your creativity. It's about somebody telling you, hey, nigga, your due date is this time. We need this from you then. You might have writer's block.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might be uninspired at that time. They don't give a fuck.
You still got to get that product out no matter what.
Right. And when you working at that type of pace,
the creativity suffers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suffers.
And there was a dude, going back to this A&R, he got a cat signed on with a major label. I'm just going to leave it like this. The dude who was running the label at the time, to this day, is one of the, you can pick which one you want, one of the top 3 major dudes in urban music. They submitted well over 100 songs to him. Dude would not approve one. Now, you can say what you want to say. My whole thing is, hell, you could let the nigga go. You could even give him a different kind of budget. You know, they have budgets where you could be on a major label, but they'll budget it like it's a local record and maybe just see where it go. They ain't do none of this for this dude. So this young cat, he initially gets his dream. He's on a major fucking label with one of the top 3 biggest motherfuckers in the industry. That nigga will not approve any of his records. And you have to understand the hurt and frustration when I say this, because you in the game, you don't get adopted by nobody, so it ain't like they say, hey, this guy has a record, he wants you to hear. This nigga listens to the record whenever the fuck he feel like listening to it. So who knows how long it was in between all these records he's listening to them, so they gotta wait for that. When he hears it, he don't give a fuck. No. That's all he hears. The artist blew his brains out.
Damn.
Yeah, killed himself.
Wow.
Killed himself. Couldn't take it. It hurt him. It hurt his soul.
See, you just don't know what you do to a person. People don't know how, like, you know, Erykah Badu said it best, and I always say this. Cause I have I have a gospel artist that I'm producing, you know, and we was talking about. He was talking about certain situations. He was talking to somebody, and he was kind of in his feelings about for a hot second, you know.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, that's to be expected. This is his first time getting his feet wet the way he's getting his feet wet. I said, it's like Erykah Badu say, I'm an artist, and I'm sensitive about my shit.
Right.
And that's true about any artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm sensitive about my shit. But I know how to take it on the chin and keep going, but that still don't mean that I'm not sensitive about it. And for that to happen, like, damn. Wow.
And just think about it like this, man. It's a label, so they don't give a fuck about none of that shit, nigga. Labels, A&Rs, they miss out on the best shit. You know what I mean? They're not innovators.
No.
They just number crunchers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They get in people's heads or what's going on with them at the time, and they say, oh, well, this is or isn't what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this particular A&R, I'll tell you right now, this came from him. And this is why he was so, like, I was wondering, like, why is this nigga so big on me making a motherfucking love song. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Turns out, when the industry was making music like how I make music, you know, when hip hop was still like heavy metal, aggressive, a CD came across his desk. He was there. The artist's name was Drake. And because he's an industry A&R nigga at the time, you know, he sees no vision, which most of y'all don't. And I'll tell y'all that, nigga. Y'all don't. He pushes it back with the rest of them. So now you're so mad because you missed out that now the industry is kind of changes like this. You don't want to see no change. Nigga, let me tell you something. It's room for everybody. It's room for gangster. It's room for R&B. Yeah. It's room for ratchet. It's room for trap.
It's room for all of it.
It's room for all of it.
It's room for all, because everybody has their own taste.
You damn right.
Everybody has their own taste. You know what, man? Even though it's a lot of music that I don't fuck with now, I don't fault them for it, and I don't talk down to them. I don't talk down about them, because everybody has their own flavors, and that's what it boils down to.
And you know, the thing is, you got to come out. You got to come out of. You got to come out. And it took me a long time too, and sometimes I still fall into it, and I got to check myself. You have to realize who to place the blame on.
Right.
And it ain't the artist.
It ain't the artist. It ain't they fault. It ain't them.
No.
It's not them. It's not them.
Nah. Y'all DJs. Y'all DJs. Y'all DJs. Nigga, listen. Y'all motherfucking DJs. And I ain't dogging y'all. Because believe me, we love y'all. We need y'all. But best believe you need us too, nigga. Bottom line. A lot of this shit is on y'all. Y'all dictating a lot of this shit. Period. And I get some of the shit. And I tell all y'all artists like this. Me and Kane was having a discussion before we even started. We need to work out some type of different business plan. Especially in Ohio. Especially in Cleveland. Because I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. We need to do something different. But guess what? Now everybody has dope boy money. There is another Tupac out there. There is another Biggie. There is another NWA. There is another Wu-Tang. There's some revolutionary shit going on. But them niggas probably ain't got dope boy money. But for the culture, you need to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
everybody talking about doing it for the culture.
Right. And I ain't gonna lie. As far as the culture goes, as far as the artists, y'all need to look out for them. We was just talking about Dr. Dre, not NWA.
We talking about Yo MTV Raps.
Yo MTV Raps. That nigga set precedents for a lot of shit that's going on right now. The things he did, promotion he did, oh, you got a video, you got a song, throw it on. He ain't charged for that. He ain't get paid for that. You getting hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars worth of promotion for free, and then what's the word I'm looking for? We'll just say it goes up in value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, and the reason why I say it went up in value is because the people that got that, they became millionaires, billionaires, you know, and you're talking about a guy that has diabetes and is going blind and is trying to sell books. You know what I mean? Something about that shouldn't be right to anybody. You know what I mean? And I feel the DJs, when don't nobody want to be that person. Don't nobody want to be the person that at the end they can just say like, yeah, I was there, nigga. I was there. I feel that. But come on, man. Especially the older ones. You know, you did this out of love at one point in time. You gotta get some of that love back, and we gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We got to have some type of whether and it's all business. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure out how we do this because y'all got to get y'all just do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got to be able to get a return on their investment.
Exactly.
And that's what it boils down to. Everybody got to get a return on their investment.
Exactly. So yeah, we gotta figure that shit out. But it's got to be more of a balance than what it is now. Because right now it's just totally whacked and fucked up. And you know what I'm saying? Our city, our state. You know what the fuck? I've lived long enough to watch everybody surpass us. I mean, the only thing that we maybe stay prevalent in is maybe the rock world, but hell, I haven't been keeping up with a lot of shit, so I don't even know where we at there right now. But as far as hip hop, I mean,
well, I know where we at with that,
right?
And I'm there along with it,
right?
You know, it's but but that's another story for another day. But yeah, man. And while we here with you, we talking about this. It's one thing that we have not talked about. We have not talked about this groundbreaking project, this iconic ass project you got coming.
Appreciate that.
So we need to talk about that right now.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. I've heard it. Shit is dope. It takes me back to a doper time, man. It really do. But I can only say so much. But you want to enlighten them a little bit on this project, man.
Okay, so it's Joe Danger, 100% gangster. You know what I mean? I consider my memoir, and it is really a total alternative to just what's going on just right now. Like, I ain't trying to shut nobody's shit down. I'm not one of the people I'm going to sit up and tell you, like, yeah, nigga, we about to take this shit back. We about to take this shit from the rest of you niggas. No. But I know we are at a point right now where hip-hop, rap, been around enough where, nigga, it's enough room for everybody. And, they trying to shut gangster down. Or they trying to call gangster what it ain't. Like, I've seen them call certain rappers gangster that ain't nothing against them. Ain't nothing against their manhood or, whatever they even may do street. But their music is not gangster. That's not gangster.
No, gangster is a whole different state of mind.
You know?
Everybody ain't that.
Right. And then, even from I even looked at it like when I was doing the project from our perspective. It's that Thieveland era. For those who remember, the Thieveland era. Thieveland. If y'all remember that. It's from that, Eminem, UTI Under the Influence, Black Now, G-Nut. You know what I'm saying? When Mecca Sunshine was on the college scene. You know what I mean? Like, it's all that RSL. All that. Like, I have to do this. I have to do this. One time only, but I gotta do it. You know what I mean? Like, these is cats that, they wasn't just talking about, oh yeah, we this in Cleveland, we that. They was that. There's validity to that. UTI, under Bone, because obviously Bone had a major label, but UTI was under Bone. They was selling, the most units. Like, that happened. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is for that. Like, for me, my introduction to rap was even a little later than most. Like, I didn't come up under the hibbity hop, none of that. You feel me? So, even the stuff that I did here, because I had older parents. Both my parents were older. There was no, it's not like now, like, rap is a thing. So so kids come up under rap or
Rap.
what rap is now.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. Like, I came up under where, turn that devil shit off, or that,
Oh, man, man.
that shit that's telling you to do, they had no understanding. So I didn't have that. But I remember, and then like I said, they were older at that. My parents were older. Like, a lot of people thought my parents were my grandparents sometimes, especially like my dad. So he was older than all of them. So I came up under a lot of different musical things. I came up under the Marvin Gaye's. Michael Jackson was huge for me. So when I was hearing the G-Funk era, when that came about, it was real close sonically to what I had been hearing. And what they was talking about, my dad was one of the first real G's in this city. And, we ain't gonna argue, debate that, talk about it, period, point blank. It is what it is. For those who maybe had their feelings hurt, or one of their family members had their feelings hurt, I'm sorry, ain't got nothing to do with that. But, it is what it is. He's one of the first G's in Cleveland, especially black. So he didn't necessarily try to make me what he was, but I grew up under those principles. Like, I would talk to him about certain things, and I may even use a little foul language when I said it. I wouldn't get in trouble for that. But if I was getting ready to tell on my friend for doing something, I would get in trouble for that.
He was teaching them something.
You know what I'm saying?
He was teaching them. He was teaching them the law of the land.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he was teaching you.
All right. So what they were saying, I was relating to beats, and then it made me have a further respect, because at that time rap was different. At that time, rap respected its elders. Like, believe me, you could not be a Snoop Dogg fan and talk about, man, you know what, them Run DMC niggas really sound like shit. Man, if you said that Snoop, that nigga would raise an eyebrow to you. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So I really learned to respect, love this culture, and rap was educational on that point. Like, I learned a lot about music, period, through rap. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And my biggest disappointment in rap is you don't understand. When you look at cats like us, our age, we fought hard. Whether you was at a level where you was local, you was national, you was just a young fan at that time. We was all fighting together. Like, go, y'all YouTubers, like, it's no excuse to be ignorant. You can go look it up. Nigga, it was 2020 specials. If you know what 2020 is, with Barbara Walters,
They might not know. They might not know, but look it up anyway.
Look it up. It was specials on this shit, nigga. They was trying to kill this shit.
Yeah.
They was trying to kill this shit. They did not want this shit.
They didn't want it to happen.
Period. Ever. When you see, like, I was amazed. Look, dude. Hey, one of them Chipmunk movies some years back, they had Sir Mix-a-Lot's I Like Big Butts on there.
Yeah.
You remember how controversial that song was when it came out, man? Like,
and
come on.
Now it's like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, back in our days, like, oh my goodness, my God, here.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right. You know, and especially now, like how much we embrace big butts.
Man.
Nigga, come on, man. Like, you don't understand how we fought for that. Like, we go somewhere and we be on the playground. You have a Dr. Dre Chronic shirt on. The teacher either gonna make you take that shirt off, put some bullshit shirt on they got in there, which look, you know, ridiculous, or they ain't got nothing for you to put on. They calling your parents like, hey, you gotta come get them the fuck up. I mean, that's how serious it was.
Right.
They was doing shit where they was going on the playgrounds and they was looking for people who had Walkmans on.
Yeah.
And they was literally checking you. What you got in that Walkman? You got some Wu-Tang? Oh, no. Give me that CD. They was confiscating CDs. Y'all don't understand that because y'all got everything on y'all phones.
Y'all got everything on your phone.
Yeah.
So y'all,
you don't understand that.
That missed y'all. That missed y'all.
That's how hard the campaign against this shit was.
And
I came up on that, and I was
y'all almost didn't have this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By saying that, that's how I'm gonna put it. That's how I'm gonna end that. Y'all almost didn't have this. You just don't know how close you came to not having it.
Not having it. And what would you do without it?
Probably be, well, who knows? Because it wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
But that's it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's here.
Right.
And we need to make the most of it. And
we have to.
And we got to make the most of it.
We have to. We have to have balance and respect in this shit, man. And truth be told, like, that 100% Gangsta album that I'm putting out, man, it's just an ode to what brought us here. Period. You know what I mean? From the local perspective, from the national, like, it's 100% gangster. Consider it like the hip hop version of Metallica's "Kill 'Em All." Once again, if you don't know it, go YouTube it. I don't care.
Simple
You know what I
as
mean?
that.
But
Simple
that's
as
what
that.
we doing.
Yeah. And man, yeah. So, man, this is we really was running wide open with this. These are the type of shows that I like.
Hell yeah.
But as always, things that come to an end. We got shit we got to do. And then, you got the damn curfew going on and this crazy.
Man.
This crazy shit.
Yeah.
We get past all this. I mean, maybe I hope one day we can get back to normal. You know what I'm saying? But
or this is the new normal.
Or this is the new normal, and we're going to have to work around it. But where there's a will, there's a way. And as long as you put in God first, ain't nothing gonna stop whatever. Ain't gonna stop nothing. Ain't gonna stop nothing.
Sure.
So man, bruh, oh man. Man, I'm glad you came on the show, man.
Oh, man, you already know.
I definitely need a guest to propel this thing further than what has been going. Me getting back to this and man, and doing the new way of doing things. Not just audio. We got the YouTube channel now, so subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check us out also on our website, which is BossKingLifestyle.com. Check that out for clothing, music, content. Check it out for all of it.
Right.
And man, before we go, you got anything that you want to say or, give any shouts out to anybody?
Hell yeah, gotta give a shout out to everybody that had anything to do with this project, you know what I'm saying? And it's people in Yo Camp that play parts of the puzzle, you know what I'm saying? Rug, you know what I mean? Major League, Couture, man, my militia, Wartime, you know what I'm saying? Chris Spears, Deadly, T Weezy, you know what I'm saying? Look out for Lady J. I'm producing her whole album, front to back, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make that like.
I'm waiting for that.
Man, I don't know what the best female rap album or rap album sound like, but I'm gonna try and do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And anybody that support DJs, motors, all that. Love y'all, and we love those who love us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and all
Period.
we say is, here's to the future. You know what I'm saying?
That's all.
And like I said, man, thanks again for coming on the show.
Sure.
You're welcome back anytime.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be back. I'ma be back.
You
You
come
know what
back
I'm saying?
anytime you feel
I'ma
like.
be
You
back.
know what to do. Hit my jack and it's on.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we about to end off this newest episode of the BKL sessions. We about to raise up out of here. Peace. God bless. And as always,
For sure.
outwork everybody.